Hello there, I'm Connie.
Hello, I'm Dobbs.
Welcome to The Worry Book, a podcast for anyone who has ever worried about anything ever. In each episode, we'll be exploring a subject that we worry about while trying not to make matters worse or falling out with each other. So this week, we're worrying about our diets.
Diets. Right, I completely forgot what we were talking about. So that was a surprise to me when you said that.
Well, it was only decided fairly recently. So what did you have for breakfast?
Yeah, well, first of all, when we say diets, we don't necessarily mean weight loss or anything like that. Just kind of
Just
what we eat.
What we shove in our gobs.
What we shove in our gut. Well, yeah,
for nutrition purposes.
Yeah. What did I have for breakfast? I had a banana. I went to the doctor's and gave blood. Another story. And then came back and had some cornflakes, which are full of sugar, and then I put sugar on top of the cornflakes, which are full of sugar.
Are they though?
Apparently.
Are cornflakes normally full of sugar?
I learned that from the Chase.
Excellent.
Because I think it was a brewery. I think it was a certain Salford brewery that did a stout and mixed it with cornflakes, and because the cornflakes had sugar. It's interesting, isn't it?
If you can't access Google, you could probably access an episode of The Chase.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, yeah. Everyone's got Google, but everyone's got the Chase. Especially if you're furloughed, you'll be Chase, 4 in a bed. And
it's like a new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah,
right
just
there.
Any old shit.
Yeah,
just watch it. So diet. So to be fair, I although I think I eat okay. I'm a vegetarian, so I have a vegetarian diet, but I do take supplements of B12, iron, and various other bits and bobs, and vitamin C to help take it all in. What about you?
Well, likewise, I'm vegetarian, and I think I've got a reasonably healthy diet of balance, which is the all-important word, isn't it? You know, and a bit of a few things, occasionally more than in moderation. So I have for my breakfast, I've recently got into porridge.
That's good.
Which I used to...
Keeps you regular.
I used to poo-poo. I poo-pooed the porridge, but now I'm on the porridge. And
you poo-poo?
It may well be benefiting my poo-poo. But, you know, I can only say that I'm not hungry mid-morning, which is something that I did used to suffer from when I didn't... Excuse me.
Was that a bit of porridge?
Bit of porridge 11 hours later.
Yeah. Well, seeds and fruit and
I have some dried fruit and
honey?
Some seeds and some honey, which sounds all very
middle class.
But it's a bit of a winner, really. And I've got into a routine of having that because I always thought porridge was a real faff, but actually it's just 3 minutes of mixing two things together in a pan, and even I can do that. So, and then you chuck some stuff on the top of it. And
then you put the pan in the sink and it miraculously cleans itself and ends itself on after hours of scrubbing the bits of oat stuck to the side.
Yeah, that's
I imagine.
the oat concrete.
It almost sounded like I was complaining there, but no.
Is that you picking up the household duties?
No, I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy it as long as it's been soaked. As long as
difficult times.
So anyone out there with porridge, especially if you're not the one who's likely to be doing, I'm not saying you don't wash up after yourself.
Well,
I'm saying, well, you sometimes don't. But you know, as long as it's soaked and you're not having to sort of basically chip the sides out with a bloody chisel.
Yeah,
that's a pain in the ass. Lasagna are bad for that as well.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh.
But yeah, so I have that. I eat quite a lot of fruit. And why is that funny?
I'm just thinking, it's just going to be a list.
Well, why not do a list?
It's just a list of food
Everyone
stuff.
knows how much I love a list.
I love a kumquat.
Oh, I haven't had a kumquat for ages. Baby oranges that you can eat the skins of.
baby oranges. Now, let's just clarify what you call a baby orange.
Well, a baby orange.
It's not technically a baby orange, is it? It's just a little orange. It's like just a smaller breed of orange.
Well, some people call them
variety of orange.
Some people call them clementines. Some people call them satsumas.
You call them
some people call them easy peelers. I call the whole raft of them baby oranges.
Hey, labels are for soup cans, not for fruit. So
we're a label-free house. So I everyone knows what a baby orange is when you're holding one. So
yeah.
As opposed to an orange.
Okay, well, they're pain in the ass of peel anyway, so that's absolutely fine. So, so that's the fruit covered.
I do worry, given that this is the worry book, so, we're not just here to talk about things that we do, it's things that we worry about. Let's just...
Well, you did enlighten me into the right way to eat a banana.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
from
a pot noodle.
The pot noodle. Now we're talking. Now,
this is something that I worry that I have a few too many of.
Yeah,
because they're quite calorific.
Bit of a guilty pleasure. I don't like that term, but yeah, it's the pot noodle. But you taught me an extremely amazing tip. Now, for years and years, I've had a pot noodle, and every now and again, and I've put the hot water in. I've been waiting for it, impatiently waiting for it, and then I've crunched for the first half of it before it actually cooks. And I've never managed to, either wait long enough or get it to actually soften. So are you going to do the big reveal?
Well...
This might be common knowledge to people. I don't know if it was to me.
I don't know where I got it from, whether, I was my own inspiration with this. But as far as I'm concerned, you never remove your foil lid entirely and you secure it during the cooking process.
To form a seal. And that keeps your moisture in, and it ensures equal distribution of keeps
moisture.
The water hot, stops it cooling as quick.
And then you open it up again, and it's like a beautiful, ready-cooked surprise of flavoured noodles.
No, there's two things. That's absolutely fantastic, but I got slightly distracted by something you just said just before that. Mm-hmm. Which was, I can't remember exact word for word, but it was something along those lines. I'm my own inspiration. I'm not sure if I was my own. I'm not sure if I was my own inspiration for this.
I don't know if I was.
Maybe I made it up.
But so wank. Did I honestly say that?
You kind of said it quickly, and I've made something out of it when it's not. But
why not?
But it just made
Why
me think.
not?
What else do you inspire yourself?
Many things. On an almost daily basis, but I'd never describe it like that. Oh dear.
Well, this is being recorded, so we're okay. We can go back, and I might be completely talking out my ass.
No, it does ring a bell. I think I did say that. I might have.
No, it's good to be inspired, and who better to inspire than yourself?
I think what I meant was, did I invent it? Did I invent the pot noodle lid technique? And I don't know. Maybe I got inspiration from someone else.
Porridge?
Possibly.
Those little, not tinned porridge. Don't get tinned porridge. Little pots of porridge. Porridge pots. That's the one.
Yeah. So those are ones that I do like a pot noodle though, but they've got more calories in them than you think.
And probably, I'm not really
concerned about that.
Shitload of salt, I don't doubt.
I imagine they're very salty because they're very flavoursome.
Yeah, and just out of interest, before you all start emailing in at theworrybook@gmail.com, that's right, isn't it? Me, I'm a bad boy, and
I'm a chicken and mushroom.
Yes, so there you go.
Just in case that was niggling away at your brain cells.
I know a lot of people couldn't concentrate on the actual lists of food that we were doing, and because they needed to know what our preferences were.
Now you know.
But we will accept any pot noodles free from, I don't even know who makes them. Probably someone.
Golden Wonder.
Oh, is it Golden Wonder?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might
it
be
was.
right. But we'll accept anything free. So it's fine. Sell out like that.
Also, while we're on the subject of things that we probably think we should eat less of, strawberry laces.
Strawberry laces?
Yeah.
You don't eat a lot.
I do eat a lot of strawberry laces.
Only because I end up going to the shop and there's like 3 packets for £1, so I end up getting...
they won't last the day.
Well, I must admit, I kind of put them in the fruit bowl, which is the best place to keep crap like that. So you put it in the fruit bowl, and then it seems to vanish. I must admit.
And
which is fine
they're
by me,
not
'cause I'm not
too
that
they're not
big a
too
fan.
bad, but I can't limit myself. I'm not very good at limiting myself with things.
It's not my strong point.
Like
on most things.
with things like sweets, they tend to just disappear. Big bags of crisps, big sharing bags of crisps. I'm aware that the big bags that they're generally implying that you probably shouldn't eat them
Not
all
the
yourself.
multi-packs, you mean? Just like the big bags that you get.
Multi-packs, that's another.
Well, they're tiny packets. They're always tiny in there.
I say 3 multi-pack bags to 1 normal size bag.
And as far as the environment goes, which see our previous episodes, crisp packets are not recyclable, are they? They're pretty crap.
Know.
So when you buy a big packet with 6 other packets in,
I do remember putting a Frazzles packet in the oven and creating a small plastic badge.
Whoa.
Did you not do that?
Do you put a Frazzles packet in an oven to create a badge?
Yeah, because it sort of...
Is this like when you put...
shrinks and then it creates a small plastic Frazzles badge.
Were you a child?
Crisp badges, yeah. That's what you did when you were a kid.
Was this like when you
badges.
put a tooth under the pillow and it turns into money?
Possibly.
As in,
did
really your parents
run
in and take it out before it set fire to the house and put something in there so you wouldn't go near the oven again?
I'm pretty sure this was a thing.
I'm not aware of this phenomenon.
Crisp packet badges.
Crisp packet badges. I haven't got my phone on me. I'd be Googling this right now.
We'll find a picture. We'll put it on our Twitter and show people.
Might well do that.
I'm not suggesting that you make one until we've discovered whether or not it's actually something that's
there's probably
advisable.
toxic fumes. It's probably terrible for
something
yourself and the environment.
Acceptable in the 80s.
Which was most things.
Like
Thatcher. Sorry. Been political.
Suddenly gone political. Always weave in a bit of politics with your food.
Yeah, well, alphabeti spaghetti. I don't know. So diet food.
Yeah, we're going through the day. I'm on mid-morning snacks at the moment. Well, I'm just. Well, what
about food fads and diet fads? I mean, what about all this crap, all this bollocks, and then you get like, what was it like? Was it the Atkins, which you cut out all wheat? I mean, it probably still is the Atkins, and it probably works brilliantly for some people. I think that was
all meat, no wheat, wasn't it?
All meat, no wheat.
Well, it was. I don't think that was the tagline, but I think that was basically what it was. I think Atkins was very heavy on the meat.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I didn't do it. I think I was vegetarian anyway, so that would have.
There's also a paleo diet where you eat like a caveman.
Eat like a caveman.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Again, quite heavy on the meat. I think
beat stuff to death and drag it in.
Well, I think because you can't do the hunting, you have to use the supermarket as your kind of plane.
Hunting ground.
But yeah, I think again, paleo is quite. I don't know. I've never done them. I just basically, I think the only thing I really worry about with diet is kind of, when I say to myself, right, that's it. I've had a bit too much chocolate, and then I'm emotionally drawn to chocolate again, or crisps, and then I have another bit of a binge, and then I sort of castigate myself.
Castigate?
Yeah.
I don't want to look stupid, but what the hell's that?
Sort of beat myself up.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you see, that's the thing though. I don't think there's anything wrong with binging on chocolate and stuff like that, as long as you're not doing it all the time. Again, you said it before, balanced.
Yeah, okay. I think I just tend to. I think mine's quite emotionally and hormonally driven.
Ah.
And
do you feel guilt for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I eat 3 bags of wheat crunchies, a Snickers, a pot noodle, half a cheesecake. If there were Pringles around, they'd be gone too.
And then get out of bed and go and have a shower.
and then sort of have a look at myself. I think I could have done better there.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And then I'll try and compensate for it the next day. by just having a light salad.
Just a light salad with a dressing that's
With some...
full of olive oil. And
no, with salad cream.
Salad cream's a thing at the moment.
Definitely salad cream. I'm not one for dressings. I just like to sort of douse it in sort of vinegary mayonnaise.
You see, I can never keep up with what's healthy anyway. As a kid, as a young child, before I discovered unhealthy habits, I wanted to be a footballer, like many young child, and for this, I thought I'd eat loads and loads of fruit. So I ate loads and loads of fruit, but apparently that's just sugar, so that's not good for you.
Well,
or at least, and
not
I
all
certainly
the
wouldn't have been
time.
balanced because it was basically fruit, and then for lunch chips.
Fruit chips.
But that's vegetable, well, kind of, isn't it? It was a vegetable once upon a time.
Potatoes are never sort of counted as one of your 5 a day, are they?
Yeah, so that's a bit harsh.
Although they are a vegetable, so why not?
I don't know.
But I don't think you could ever, you can't say, I've had chips, job done.
Mr. Potato Head, well, apparently it's not Mr. Potato Head now, is it? You won't be happy.
No.
Or he, or it, them.
Yeah. It's a genderless potato now.
To be honest, that actually makes more sense.
And I don't think...
It's not even a potato, it's a piece of plastic.
I don't think potatoes necessarily should have been assigned a gender in the first place, but there we go.
Probably true. It's got no genitalia for a start. Although that doesn't... Oh, we're going down a whole different show.
We are.
Let's get back to food and diets.
What thing would you be most unhappy about if it was removed from your diet?
Most unhappy. That's a good question. And my instant thing is what I actually had not long ago for tea. Beans. Baked beans.
It'd be difficult.
Pulses, but
life without them would be difficult.
Yeah, I lived on beans for many years. Many years of bean skin, and beans are just fantastic. Beans on toast, beans on a paper potato, beans with some like chili sauce.
Beans on a paper towel, did you say?
Baked potato. I might have said paper towel. Again, we can.
I honestly heard paper towel, and I was like, "A thing's got that bad that you just tipped a tin of beans onto a paper towel
I wouldn't
and
waste.
ate them."
I wouldn't waste money on paper towels.
No, I guess not.
Bloody hell.
You might have kept the one plate and forgone
£2 bottles of cider
towels.
to buy. I'm going to waste it on some cleaning product. When you can have beans on toast.
No.
Oh, another treat, beans on toast. And this is the thing, right? You do your toast, put that on, because you always have the beans. Make sure the toast gets nice and soggy. Honest people don't like that, but yeah, you should. Yeah. Put that on, fry an egg. Yeah, nice gooey yolk. Put that on the toast. Then the beans on top of that. Then whatever, plenty of black pepper, bit
beans,
of sriracha.
egg, beans.
No, you got toast, egg, beans.
Right.
Pepper, sriracha, whatever you want to put on there. And then when
cheese.
you go to eat it, cut into it, that yolk goes into the beans.
Would you put cheese on that?
I wouldn't.
I would.
But that's fine. I'm not, I class that as whatever you put on top.
I put cheese on most things, and definitely beans.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yep, beans. What else do you put cheese on? Everything.
Pasta.
Oh, very much.
Bread.
Yeah.
Sponges.
Desktop.
Dogs.
Yeah, kitchen top.
Tables.
Yeah. What's your favourite cheese? Quick.
Oh, brie.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Applewood, just for the listeners, just so anyone knows.
This will become a game soon. Our listeners.
I've got an idea for a game.
Will be kind of stopping the podcast and guessing
maybe
before we reveal.
Maybe they could do a TV program on it, right? And maybe even get, I don't know, maybe a married couple, and maybe they could guess what the answers were of the other one. Maybe call it Mrs. and Mr. or something.
Mrs. and Mr. Catchy.
No one steals that.
No.
That's a good idea.
Right, so you said yours. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, did I? Oh, Applewood.
Applewood.
I like a good smoked cheese, but I hated cheese as a child. Which I think is more my mother's doing, really. She just hated cheese and swimming, or water in general. So it was me hitting the mic, so I'm getting excited. Cheese and water. Not drinking water, but swimming in it. So I hated cheese and didn't like it. but the cheese I ever had was the real plasticky 80s.
Did she try and make you eat cheese
No,
in
God,
water?
no. She pulls her face if you eat cheese in front of her. She doesn't like it at all. And then I realised a little bit later that there was many different forms of cheese, and I think smoked cheese was one of the first ones I had. And now I'll eat any cheese.
Yeah.
Veiny blue, kind of Garstang blue and all that stuff, right through to... I don't like fruit and cheese. That's a bit weird.
No,
Cranberries
I'm not
and all
a
that.
fan
I will
of
eat it, but
fruit and cheese.
Apple peel.
I do love a Dairy Lee Dunker,
Oh.
and that's a controversial cheese.
Well, some people probably wouldn't class that as a cheese.
It's more of a spread.
It's more of a spread, but you introduced me to that not long ago, and I was quite indifferent.
On one of those happy evenings that we spent together.
Yeah, this is what we do. We try cheese, and I spend half an hour cleaning the porridge pan.
Half an hour is about right.
Yeah, that's because I'm spilling water all
You're
over myself and just
very
generally
hard
making
done
a mess.
by.
Making a mess cleaning up. That's generally what I do, and then you have to clean that mess up.
Well, it works, doesn't it? It works for fashion.
us.
Yeah,
it's fine.
So where are we now in our? I'm thinking, what would be a kind of pre-tea snack?
Pre-tea snack? Well, it just depends what's there. I'll have to go for fruit. I'll have some fruit, so that sounds quite like maybe a Granny Smith apple, favourite apple. Yeah, I wouldn't go orange. I wouldn't go something too citrusy. Not before. I don't know why.
No.
Don't know why. And then, yeah.
I'd have a biscuit.
You'd have a biscuit.
I'd have a biscuit with a brew as a
Yeah.
pre-tea.
Yeah.
And then tea. That's the big one, isn't it? What are we having for tea?
We're discussing this.
I worry that we're in a bit of a tea rut. I feel like,
As in what to have?
as in, I think we've almost exhausted our repertoire of meals.
Yeah, I think, you know what I mean.
But I think that's also, we're still in lockdown 3 when this is being recorded. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I think.
But I think we've gone round in circles as far as meals are concerned. And I'll be honest with you, I can't see the excitement in a pizza even with our own toppings anymore.
Well, I have been piling more and more jalapenos on just for extra effect.
Yeah, and that is having quite an effect.
Very serious morning in the bathroom. Some serious burning, some serious fiery dot going on.
Well, that's something for us all to worry about.
Yes,
because,
well, definitely.
You know,
When you feel
and
that
let's just
sting.
say, if you worry about scraping off the porridge, well, you know, think about what I have to scrape off after a night with the jalapenos.
I try to brush it.
Sometimes.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm glad this isn't video because your face is a picture.
Yeah.
You mean the old bear claw down the back?
Oh.
Yes.
I hope everyone is now
Yeah.
sympathising.
And generally, you know,
With my
well,
plight.
what do you expect me to do in the normal
I expect you to-
non-lockdown time? I go around all the Weatherspoons and it's me in every single Weatherspoons in the country. It's me that does it, and then I fill it with toilet roll, and then I'll leave a Tesco carrier bag with like half an eaten orange and a Wilco's bloody. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah,
You basically leave suspicious packages.
yeah, not suspicious as in they're going to shut the place and detonate. Just so, what's going on? Oh, does they think it's dodgy, which it probably is. But I am making all
let's
that up.
let's not dwell on it. But let's just say, you know, sometimes we should think about the after effects of our meals,
Yes.
and you know, perhaps the triggering nature of them for the person that you live with.
Yeah, well, actually, you know, I did mention this at the this is technical jargon at the top of the show.
Oh, I
Did you
like
like
what
that?
you did there.
I've been doing these podcasts for a while now.
Oh.
At the top of the show, I did mention that I'd gone and give blood this morning. So I
You
had breakfast.
did.
Yes. Now that was for blood tests because I've just got low iron at the moment and I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah. So I'm on strong iron tablets. So that might explain some of my morning activities or the aftermath of my morning activities. And they're dark.
Oh, very dark.
Dark in colour, dark in atmosphere.
Dark, just generally dark. It's just a dark time, isn't it?
Generally talking about my
That time
shit now.
between 7 and 8 is generally a dark time.
Oh, 7. It's usually just after 8. For me, I wake up and I need to churn it a bit.
All right. I think.
Should we get back to food, or do you think people don't want to think about
churn? That sort of took it to another level, and I think we should maybe sort of try and bring it back. Okay, here's
like a cement mixer. You got to keep moving.
Here's something I was genuinely worrying about the other day.
Let's get back on track.
What's the latest you should eat something of an evening? Because they say, oh, don't eat, too late because it'll sit on your stomach and you won't be able to get to sleep. And that's not just cheese with dreams, although apparently that's been disproved now.
Yeah.
But
I think that there's you hitting the mic then.
Oh, I apologise.
I don't know if you heard that, but it's a boink. We could get a beat going. Yeah, I don't know about that late at night thing. So I've always think that's a bit of a nonsense thing, really. But I've always just eaten stuff, unless you have like a massive curry or something. Then I think it'll be absolutely fine.
I think I'd feel a bit uncomfortable if I was to eat something sort of much after 9. I think sort of 9 is probably my cut-off. I sort of like to think, what's the latest that they could offer me a table in a restaurant? And I'd say yes.
You're talking about eating a meal, though? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's, yeah.
So I think you could get a table in a restaurant at 9 and you'd be eating a big meal. And so I think, right, well, that's, someone else has decided that that's all right. If you wouldn't say yes to a table at 10, not unless it was a very particular type of establishment. But
unless you're hammered and you're going out for like a 2:00 Chinese somewhere or an Indian somewhere.
Yeah. But then sometimes you just fancy a bit of cake, don't you, before
I was
bed?
just going to say, you're talking about meals, but that doesn't stop crisps, chocolate, ice creams, anything else
ice
that we
creams.
have in there.
I ate too many ice creams. Yeah. They've become a thing. I think that's been a treat, though, to compensate for not going out.
Yeah, I think so. And you
a very cheap treat.
And nice to have, and then you forget they're in the freezer, and you go, oh, like that. That's what I do anyway. I sound like a bit like a dog. Oh.
Why not?
Who let the ice creams out? Would we have to pay for that? Probably. We got clearance.
Intend that to happen.
No, it was just an accident. The whole song was an accident. But yeah. So for diet, I think personally my diet's not too bad. It could be better. I supplement things that I may miss out on due to being vegetarian, lazy, whatever. So
maybe we should worry a bit less about it. I think that's generally. I think bit of what you fancy. Probably a little bit less than you think you should.
Yes. Right. So I think that probably has concluded our...
That'll probably keep you right.
Diet issue.
I hope so.
Yes.
Here's to staying regular.
Yeah, everyone, keep eating. Lots of fibre. Stay regular.
Here endeth the public information broadcast.
Right. Till next time, everyone.
Till next time. Bye-bye.
Tatty bye.
Find The Worry Book on Twitter and Instagram, and if you like what you're hearing, don't forget to subscribe. We're also supporting Mind, the mental health charity. If you'd like to make a donation, visit mind.org.uk. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.